should have broke me a long time ago. I'm unbreakable now.
Keep driving it. Your very best. Your very best. Your very best.
Nobody is going to outwork you. Put the work in and take the stairs to the top.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Bebo tus ojos, beso tus labios, te respiro. Beso tus ojos, bebo tus labios, te rehablo. Paz peregrina de Santiago, ave de paso. Luna viajera, canto que vuela en el ocaso. Bebo tus ojos, beso tus labios, te respiro. Bebo tus ojos, beso tus labios, te respiro. Beso tus ojos, bebo tus labios, te rehablo. Paz peregrina de Santiago. Luna viajera, canto que vuela en el ocaso. Canto que vuela, bebo tus ojos en el ocaso.
from Estella, Spain. Very short day for us today, only 5 miles or so, 6 miles or so. And we are staying in a pension, which is a private home that they rent out the rooms. We're kind of off the trail from the other pilgrims. This is a little bit different for us. We're really living with the locals.
And the sun is very bright and my eyes are extremely sensitive, so I'm going to sit here and squint the whole time we're videoing this. So hi everybody.
So today we want to talk about some of the people we have met along the way and some of the stories we've heard, and it's inspiring and it's also humbling to realize what some people are going through. You want to start it?
Yes, the first I'm trying to remember the first person. Yes, the first person I ran into was the second day. I think I mentioned this before in a previous video, but anyway, she's from New York. Yeah, we did mention her. Her mother had died during the COVID thing, and so she was carrying her mom's ashes. So that's one person. And then I think I have on one of our other videos a kid that I had ran into that's from Korea, but he goes to Abilene Christian University. So that was kind of cool. I walked by him and I said, "Boy, Camino," and he goes, "Are you from the U.S.?" I said, "Yes." He was all excited and walked with me for about 45 minutes. And the thing that's pretty interesting is he was going to school to be a nurse and was 2 years into his major and decided he wasn't going to be able to pass all the tests because you have to get at least 70 or something on all the exams and stuff. And so he decided that he wanted to switch to accounting. And his father is a pastor back in Korea. And his father said, "Well, if you're going to switch, you have to do the Camino first." Well, on top of doing the Camino, his dad shipped him all these batteries, I forget all other else kind of stuff that he packed into his backpack and is making him carry all this extra weight, and it's making him finish it in 30-something days. Also, so the poor kid, it's not very happy, but he's kind of used to that culture. And I said, "Are you going to go back and live in Korea when you're finished with your degree?" And he's like, "No, I think I want to live in Texas." So anyway, and then I've ran into several different people. Oh, today it was so cool on my walk. I ran and all these kids, they were on their field trip, and as I was walking by them, they all like got on one side and the other, and they're like, "Buen Camino, buen Camino, buen Camino." And then I stopped and like, "Hey, you guys want to get on my video?" So you'll see that I got them all on video and they were so excited. Anyway, that was pretty exciting. And of course, I talked to a guy who's from Brazil, but he lives in, where did I say he lived? I forget. Somewhere here in Spain somewhere. Oh, Madrid. And this is his 4th Camino. I said, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah, you get the bug and you want to do it." I'm like, "Well, I haven't quite got the bug to want to come back and do it." But yeah, I've talked to... I did talk to a girl yesterday. It's the second time I've ran into her. Sweet girl. She's walking with her mom. She's from... can't remember what state. But she lost her job, and so she decided to do it. I think her mom's done it before, and so she decided to come back, and her mom wanted to do it again, so she's like, "Why not do it So she doesn't have a job. She's going to switch majors or switch. Oh, she's going to she just finished her degree in counseling, so she's going to be a counselor. So lots of young people who are trying to, I guess, find their way, which is kind of interesting. Steve has ran into lots of older people, and he'll go into his kind of story, but I'm running into all the young people and kids, which is kind of cool.
She's at the front of the line. I'm at the back of the line.
But not to interrupt you, but it is kind of how it is kind of been a life. I always mentor kids and young adults and stuff through all this stuff I've been through in life. So it's kind of continuing that, how God continues to through, I guess, kids in my life. So hey, it's pretty awesome.
It is. So the kid that had his dad, weigh down his sack so he could carry some burdens. It's interesting that you talk to a lot of people and you ask them, what brought you to the Camino, and you hear lots of stories, and there's two that have kind of stuck out to me. One's a gentleman from the Netherlands. He is early 60s. He and his wife had been planning to do the Camino. 7 years ago, they were training to do the Camino, and she passed away. And he has just now been able to get himself to come to do the Camino. He's only doing half of it because that's all the time that he could get off work. And just a gentle soul, and he's carrying his wife's ashes with him. He stops in every church and lights a candle in every church for her. He drops a little, excuse me, he's dropping a little bit of her ashes along the way where he thinks it would be meaningful. And just such a pleasant man. His former brother-in-law actually flew in today to walk a couple of days with him. Just fantastic. The other person is Danielle from New Jersey, and she is walking alone, and she's carrying somebody else's burden, and it's something called Tracy's Backpack, and you can look up hashtag Tracy's Backpack. Tracy's a young lady that was training for the Camino and died from cancer. So her backpack is carried by volunteers a couple times a year, and had the pleasure of walking with Danielle a little bit a couple of days ago, and then today I ran into her again. And just to think of giving of yourself to carry not just your own burden, but somebody else's burden when you're struggling, it's physically tough.
And not to interrupt you, but the thing that's kind of cool is I actually reached out to them, and I was going to carry that backpack. But unfortunately they said that backpack wasn't going to fit me because of my size, and I'm pretty muscular build, so they said it wasn't going to fit. So I was kind of bummed. And then to actually be on the Camino and then to run into somebody who's actually carrying it, that's what was pretty cool.
It was. And the day that she walked up beside me and started talking to me, I saw her backpack and I recognized it, but I didn't register what it was until I saw a Facebook post the next morning. Anyway, Danielle's a super sweet lady from New Jersey. She's also got a little bit of that New Jersey toughness about her, which helps you to have a smile and a laugh along the Camino.
But she's having a hard time.
She's having some struggles. So I tried to, I've messaged her a couple times, and then today walking into this little town, Christy was already at lunch waiting for me, and I kind of came around the corner into the city and I heard Steve from Texas, and I looked over and it was Danielle. So I stopped and visited with her for a while, even though I was starving and ready to get to lunch. But anyway, it's quite warm here today. It's nice. We've had nice weather for the last couple of days. Today was our shortest walk. Tomorrow will be our longest walk. Scheduled for about 13 miles tomorrow, which is about 3 miles further than we've walked in a day so far. Rumor has it there's only one hill that is worth mentioning, which probably means there's 10.
Yeah, because every day Steve's like, oh, there won't be hardly any hills. Let me tell you, there's been some straight up hills probably every single day. Except today, there was some pretty steep downhills.
Yeah,
which
down
makes
makes
today.
your toes kind of start to hurt after a while. And it is, everything hurts. Let's just say that. Just some things hurt more than others. Today I was struggling and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And as I got closer here, even though it was a short walk, I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to take some more ibuprofen. And got to our accommodations and started emptying my pockets, and the ibuprofen I set out this morning was still in my pocket. So even though I thought I had taken it, I hadn't. But everybody kind of talks about blisters and what hurts and whatnot, but for some reason we keep going. It does get in your blood a little bit, and I think we're having fun. We still like each other. Washing our clothes in the sink or in our little wash bag is an adventure. We went to the supermarket here because tomorrow we have about 8 miles of no services, so we had a little shopping adventure.
Buy stuff to make a sandwich, and of course I did on one video where at the beginning we made a big old batch of mixed trail nuts, and so we did that again to make another huge batch. So yeah, anyway,
Okay,
so anyway,
buen Camino.
also the video should be coming out regularly now. Sorry for all the late posts, but the sweet kid who has been doing all our stuff, he is in his senior year and been packed with finals and all the stuff that comes with that, trying to get everything done. So he messaged me this morning like, I should put out 3 videos today and I'm taking my last final. So I told him I was proud of him. He's doing a great job, no worries, everybody will understand. But here on out we should have daily video posts so everybody can keep up. But anyway, thank you everybody for cheering us on, and until tomorrow.
Till tomorrow.
Buen Camino.
I'll leave you with the shot of our laundry hanging out to dry. And a little bit of Astea. We're in a neighborhood here. Some type of industrial stuff this way. And some mountains that we're probably going to walk over that way.
Hola.